Hi, Peanuts. So this week I've been thinking a lot about how I've been feeling and what those feelings have been, and wondering how you guys are feeling at home. And I've also been thinking about what are some of the ways at school that we use when we're feeling upset and we need to calm ourselves back down. And so I was thinking about how we talk about taking deep breaths and counting slowly to 10, asking for a hug. Sometimes getting a glass of water or getting a snack can make a big difference. Sometimes doing an activity that makes us feel close and cared for by somebody else, like having a story read to us. Sometimes we like to express ourselves through art or move our bodies. Dancing can be a great way to change your mood if you're not feeling happy in that moment, or you're feeling upset or weighed down by something. Dancing is a fabulous thing to do with your body to help you change how you're feeling. And another thing we have in our classroom are calming jars. And that can be a really nice thing to just watch and be soothed by and allow our body to return to a calm state. So I thought today it might be nice if we could make a calming jar together. So give me a minute. I'm going to move you so you can see a little bit better what I'm going to do. And so I have a jar. I happen to have a lot of glass jars in my house, so I used a glass jar, but it doesn't have to be a glass jar. It just has to be clear. So if you have an empty water bottle, or maybe you have an empty container from your kitchen that's clear, that'll work fine. Today, I decided that I would love to make a wave jar. They're some of my favorites, and they're really easy to make. And the first thing that you need for a wave jar is oil. Now I'm gonna use baby oil. If I can get it open. Aha. And if you have a different kind of oil in your house, that's fine too. It just has to be light in color. So it can be like a light vegetable oil if you want. The fun thing about oil is that oil and water do not mix together, and that is the basis of our entire calming jar. So first things first, I am going to fill up this glass jar with probably about a third of the way with the oil. That's about there, okay? And then I'm gonna take a nice big container of water, and I'm gonna add, I have some liquid watercolor, but you can also use food coloring. Doesn't have to be anything special. And I decided I would like some green waves in my wave jar. So I'm adding some paint to my water, and then I'm going to add, I'm gonna try to mix that together a little bit, add that slowly to my jar. Now, do you notice that the oil and the water, they're not mixing together? Pretty cool, huh? And so for an added fun touch, I'm gonna add some of these big glitter bits. And then I'm gonna cap my jar. Make sure it's on nice and tight. If you're doing this at home, you can also use hot glue to glue the top down, make sure that it's really on there securely, because you don't want to have to clean up oil once it spills all over a carpet. Trust me. But then, when you're done, you have this beautiful wave jar. I just think, like, if I'm feeling overwhelmed or frustrated, how soothing it is to look at the glitter and the colors and watch the movement of the bubbles in the jar, and how much it helps me to return to a calm place. And then once I'm in this calm place, my problems don't seem so big anymore. So I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe you'll decide to make one at home.